Come, settle into the quiet dark and let the world outside fade to grey. There is a question that has haunted the firelight for centuries, a whisper in the tenebrous corners of the mind. Why should a creature of the night fear the day? Most believe the story is settled, that the dawn is and always has been the vampire's final judge. But that is a lie. A comfortable, modern lie. The fiery death we all imagine is a newer fear, a terror born not of ancient magic, but of the flickering light of a cinema screen less than a century ago. The truth, whispered in the oldest folklore, in the truly ancient tales passed from village to village like a contagion, is that the vampire could endure the day. They could walk among us, pale and veiled, their curse hidden behind mortal eyes. The sun did not burn them, it merely diminished them. So tonight, let us become archaeologists of the night. Let us journey back through the mists of time and the dust of forgotten grimoires. Together we will uncover not only the story we think we know, but the deeper symbolic truths that lie beneath it. We will discover why the children of the night truly came to fear the sun. Let your mind drift now and consider the sun not as a star, but as a symbol. For in the human mind, across millennia, it has always been a threefold fire representing three profound and powerful ideas: truth, life, and judgment. Imagine yourself standing on a desolate moor just before dawn. The world is a place of soft edges and deep shadows, a kingdom of grey and silver. Shapes are suggested, not defined. A gnarled tree might be a waiting figure, a rock, a sleeping beast. In the crepuscular gloom, everything is a possibility. Nothing is certain. Then, on the horizon, the first hint of light, a pale golden wound in the fabric of the night. As the sun rises, it does not simply add light, it brings a terrible clarity. It chases the shadows from their hiding places, revealing the hard, definite lines of the world. All illusion vanishes. The sun's light is absolute, undeniable truth. The vampire, then, is a creature of that shadow world. It is a being of illusion, a corpse that pretends to be a man, an eternal predator that hides in the guise of an aristocrat. Its very existence is a lie against the natural order. And like the cursed portrait in the attic of Dorian Gray, it hides a monstrous reality beneath a veneer of civility. The sun's light is lethal to it not because of a physical reaction, but a metaphysical one. The sun does not just illuminate, it exposes. And for a creature whose very existence is a secret shame, to be truly and completely seen is to be undone. Now allow your awareness to shift from the light of the sun to its warmth. Feel that warmth on your skin, a gentle, life-affirming touch. Feel it sinking deep into the dark earth, stirring the seeds that sleep there. The sun is the great engine of our world, the source of all vitality. It is the golden alchemy that turns green leaves to energy, the vibrant pulse that animates every living thing. The vampire is the antithesis of this, a creature of cold stone, of dry dust, of the profound silence of the tomb. It doesn't create life, it consumes it to sustain its own barren parody of existence. For such a creature, the sun is a constant, burning accusation. Each ray of sunlight is another beat of a heart that no longer beats in its chest. The warmth is not a comfort, but a judgment on its own cold, dead nature. It fears the sun because the sun is life itself, and the vampire is its opposite. Finally, consider the sun in its most awesome, most mythic form. Imagine the dawn not as a gentle awakening, but as a great purifying fire. Night is the time of concealment. Under its sable cloak, secrets are kept and predators hunt. The vampire is the ultimate predator, a walking crime against God and nature. A creature born of a secret violence. For the old tales do not speak of a single noble curse, but of 1,000 wretched beginnings. A soul may be damned for taking its own life, or for rebelling against the church in its heart. A corpse, still warm, might be possessed by a wandering, malevolent spirit. Or the shadow of a passing animal, a cat or a dog, might fall upon the unprotected dead, twisting what should be peaceful rest into an unholy hunger. Each vampire is a unique tragedy, a private horror story, a violation of the sacred order of death itself. The sun, then, is the arrival of a law that is higher than its own. Its fire is not of this world. It is the purifying flame of heaven, the gaze of absolute moral certainty. To be touched by that light is to be judged, like the fallen monk Ambrosio, whose piety was but a mask for his depravity. The vampire cannot withstand the revelation of its own sin. Evil, as the old grimoires tell us, cannot endure pure illumination. The sun's gaze is the gaze of God, and before it, the creature of transgression simply dissolves. But before the darkness can offer its gentle mercy, the creature must first survive the day. It must find a sanctuary from that all-seeing, all-judging eye. And so it must descend, not just into darkness, but into the earth itself. Let your mind follow it now, down a flight of cold, worn stone steps, deep beneath a castle, into a crypt beneath a ruined chapel, a forgotten cellar, a lonely mausoleum. The air grows still and heavy, tasting of dust and forgotten time. Here, in the profound silence of the crypt, the world above ceases to exist. There is no wind, no bird song, no distant rumble of a passing cart. There is only the deep, dreamless quiet of the tomb. And in the center of this quiet, its final refuge. The coffin, do not see it as a prison. See it as a sanctuary. Imagine the heavy lid closing with a soft, final thud. Inside, the darkness is absolute. It is a physical presence, a heavy velvet cloak that smothers all light, all sound, all thought. This is not the sleep of the living, filled with dreams and restless turnings. It is a state of pure, cold stasis, a perfect stillness. and beneath it, the source of its power and its curse. A layer of its native soil. For the vampire is like a blighted tree, torn from its home. It cannot put down new roots. It can only draw a semblance of life from the memory of the earth that first bore it. This soil is its only anchor to a world it no longer belongs to. It is a physical connection to its own damnation, and its only true home. To rest upon it is to drink from a bitter, poisoned well. But it is the only water that can sustain it through the long, bright, terrible hours of the day. And here it will wait, in the cold, silent communion with the dust, until the first faint touch of the moon's power filters down through the stone, whispering that the tyranny of the sun is over, and that the night, its kingdom, has returned. But if the sun is a force of such terrible absolute power, where can such a creature find solace? It finds it in the sun's gentle memory. The moon. Let the scene in your mind shift now. The brilliant burning gold of the day fades, replaced by a soft silver luminescence. The world is bathed in moonlight. Think of the sun's light as a pure, overwhelming force, the full, unfiltered truth of existence. The moon acts as a great silvered mirror. It does not generate its own power. It merely reflects a fraction of the sun's. In this reflection, the light is fundamentally changed. Its fire becomes a cool glow. Its life-giving warmth becomes a sterile beauty. Its absolute, unwavering judgment is softened into a gentle, non-committal acceptance. This borrowed light, this ghost of a light, has lost the very essence of the power that makes it lethal. It is an echo, and an echo cannot shatter stone. This is the vampire's sanctuary. The world under the moon is the only church that will accept it. Here, in the soft, forgiving glow, its sorrowful existence can seem less like a curse and more like a different, quieter kind of eternity. The moonlight offers no judgment. It only offers a quiet, silvered peace. And as you drift here, in the quiet mercy of the moon's light, a final truth may begin to reveal itself. The vampire is a mirror, a dark, ornate, Gothic mirror, but a mirror that reflects a hidden part of the human soul. A part of your soul. And how is this dark mirror forged? It is rarely through an act of simple predation. The curse is most often passed in a moment of terrible intimacy to a soul already acquainted with the shadows. The vampire, a solitary king in a kingdom of memory, seeks not a victim, but an heir to its sorrow. It finds a human heart that has known a great emptiness, a profound loneliness. And in that moment of weakness, it offers its dark gift. The bite is not an assault, but a dark sacrament, a promise to end the sharp pains of mortal life and replace them with the single, cold, unending ache of eternity. It is a curse given not in rage, but in a whisper of profound, eternal loneliness. It reflects our own deep hunger, not for blood, but for more life, more time. It reflects our own secret loneliness, our feeling of being an outsider separate from the warm, sunlit world. and its fear of the sun is a grand theatrical metaphor for our own, much quieter fears. For you too can be afraid of the light of exposure when your flaws are laid bare, the light of judgment for your mistakes and secret shames, the bright, unwavering light of truth when that truth is painful to accept. Perhaps you too sometimes seek refuge in the shadows. Not the shadows of malice, but the quiet, gentle shadows of unknowing. The comforting darkness where you do not have to be perfect, where you do not have to have all the answers. A place where you can simply be. The act of lying down to sleep, of closing your eyes to the world, is itself a small retreat into that merciful darkness. It is a necessary surrender. It is an acceptance of the moon's gentle reign over your own inner world. A time for rest, for dreams, for healing. Before you must face the sun once more. But you need not face it tonight. And so our journey through the Gothic night nears its end. The story is told, you have listened, and now you can let it go. Let the words dissolve. Let the vampire and his fears fade into mist. It is time to travel to one last place, a place of perfect quiet. Follow my voice now down into the deep. Imagine a quiet place, shrouded in mist, where the troubles of the day have never reached. From its heart you can hear a gentle sound, the soft murmuring trickle of a river. This is the river of release. Its waters are said to wash away the day that has passed. Let its sound wash over you, cleansing your mind. Here, in this safe and silent place, the spirits of dream wait patiently. Do not be troubled by any frightful phantoms or nightmares. They are not welcome here tonight. I will not permit it. Instead, only gentle dreams will be your companions through the dark hours until the dawn. They wait for you now. All that is left is to let the river carry you. Let it wash the story away. Let it carry you out into the quiet sea of slumber. Surrender now into the gentle arms of sleep. Sleep now. Sleep well.